My husband had been ill for several decades, and even though he'd had many near-death episodes, I thought I was prepared because I had been told numerous times that I should make funeral arrangements and get his affairs in order and all the rest of it. However, when he did pass away, it actually came as a shock. Within, I think, 48 hours, somebody called me from Acclaim Health and got me set up with Nina. And I have to say that it saved my life.
I didn't have as long a trail. I was less than a year from when Valerie was starting to show signs to when she died. I've been through a devastation much earlier in my life, and I went really dark for 2 years. I just crawled inside myself and really cut off everything. So I was aware I'm not maybe real good at coping with what's coming next. So even before she died, the writing was on the wall. I was already starting to canvas. I canvassed the hospital, I canvassed whatever I could find. And again, one of the suggestions was Acclaim, and I also got in touch with Nina. It was a struggle. It really was hard. Just trying to get one foot to go in front of the other, what has happened in those moments? Joy completely leaves. There is no joy. We spent months just being supportive, just trying to be there for each other. And in that coming together, you're raw. Unlike meeting ladies that I've done in the past, where you put your best foot forward, you're careful about presentation, you always try to make yourself look good. We were in no place to look good. We were horrible. We're messy as hell and struggling. So we got to know each other at a very different platform.
I could say anything to him and vice versa about how I was feeling or not able to cope. And it also led into other discussions about our philosophies on life, where we were coming from, what our aspirations were for the rest of our life. And it was just as I said, Kevin's seen me as a pretty, red nose, swollen face, blotchy eyes, hair not done. So it was so really the veneer had been peeled away in our relationship.
We've continued to invest. We basically spend our time together. We migrate. I still have my place in Milton, and Muriel has her place here in Oakville. And so we spend 3 or 4 days here, and then we go up to my place and spend 3 or 4 days there. And then we just kind of wander back and forth between the two places.
Before Kevin and I got together, I always had that phone link that Nina said, if you feel you need to speak to somebody before our next session, we are always available. And because of COVID, I used the time to say, well, I got to deal with Ray's belongings. And there was some pretty dark days. Death is very final. And, and so that was the one of the great things about getting in touch with Acclaim Health was that not only do they put you in touch with other people who you can say anything to and they understand, but the counselor, like Nina, at some point very early on in the conversation, told me what her loss had been. And so I knew she knew where I was coming from.
The thing that starts to punch holes in the dark that you are in is human connection. Someone manages to touch you. They get through that barrier that you've built. And so what Acclaim do is they coach you to break through the barrier, to allow yourself to be vulnerable, but stay connected. Don't withdraw.
The last 10 months, 11 months, without Acclaim being in my life and without Kevin being in my life, and the love and support and encouragement, you know, and the chats, we still, you know, and helping one another.
Finding a rhythm of life that we can both harmonize with. We humans, we love patterns, we love rhythms. And that's what we lose when we get devastated like that, is there's no patterns anymore. All the things that we did are broken. And so it's all about finding new patterns, new rhythms. And so what has happened is that Muriel and I create new patterns and rhythms.
Acclaim Health has helped me more than anything ever in my life. It has, you know, given me the hope and the strength and the courage to see my way through this. And Kevin is the bonus. And all I can say is that any donor that is watching this, that the transformation in our lives, and I'm sure many other people's lives through Acclaim Health, it's something that will last for the rest of my life. So I know who I will be donating to for the rest of my life. So thank you.